Hello, my name is Carlos Rivera. This is my final reflection of my final activity from the class Computational Thinking. Okay, well, with this project, basically what we did was recreate a famous uh, kids toy from the US called Magic 8 Ball, which is supposed to tell you your future depending on what you ask for. Um, we used the code in microbit to give a random answer to make it as real as possible, as we can see here. We used the onShake command, so it was as real as possible because with the toy you shake the ball and then it gives you an answer after you ask it something. And we didn't need to make a loop because well we didn't need to use a loop statement because as the as we wrote the code it is already a loop because at the end of the loop we again start at the beginning showing the number 8 and resetting the number to pick it randomly, so no matter how many times you actually click the button shake, it will always give you a different answer, creating this kind of unintentional loop. Uh, for the input, well, it's not really input. You just have to ask, and the input would just be to shake the microbit, or in this case, click the button that's called shake. That would be the input. The process would be here in the code that it says that on shake, the variable number is set to a random number between 1 and 20. And once this is set, we needed to create an if statement to uh, make all the different possibilities and all the possible answers that the ball can have. In this case, we found that they were 20. So we wrote the 20 different ones. And well, obviously it's going to pick random number every time, and it could be the same like twice, but that's just because of the system. Um, The output is what we can see here. First of all, the number 8 at the beginning with the show number 8 to make the magic 8 ball. And then the answer that it gives you. Here you can see it's number 1. It takes a bit to create the output, but it spells the word, well, the phrase that we wrote right here. Um, Well, as I already mentioned, we didn't need loops or at all because we created one without using the actual loop statement. And we didn't know what to make. We asked the teacher if we could make a magic 8 ball. He told us yes. And well, it was quite easy uh, because it's such a simple thing to do that you would think that it would take longer, or maybe it would be quite more complex, but it isn't, surprisingly. So yes, it was basically copy pasting some parts of the code because as you can see, these 20 parts are all the same with the exception of the number that it's equal to the variable and the phrase that is going to be shown on screen. Well, this project may help us increase our computational thinking skills into literally making the code as simple as possible, because the beginning we had many ways to do it, but at the end we needed to come up with a simpler idea with which took us quite a long time to write, but it was quite easy because we were using the if statement and else if statement, which basically simplified the work for us. And as I've told twice previously, instead of making for it to loop 4 or 5 times, we place this thing at the bottom to make it loop itself. Well, that would be all. This has been my final project from computational thinking with my team, Maria Siller and Marcus Tosma, and I am Carlos Rivera.